It's here. The new Dockyard event has been announced on the developers bulletin for the 0.9.5 patch, which is literally a month away from when this video is being published. As soon as this devlog was released, we talk about it on stream. I stream on Twitch every day except for Monday, the link is down below. And since I'm mostly known as a Puerto Rico guy, a lot of people in the community immediately asked me if I will grind it. And the answer was, and still is, yes I will. However, the Puerto Rico and the now confirmed Odin's Dockyard events are like night and day. And in a good way, far from perfect of course, but seems to be a straight up improvement, and since I won't like to make this video too long, here is why. First and foremost, let's do a brief and clear explanation on how this new event will work. This won't be an in-depth review because most of the people already have read this by now. However, if you haven't, I will link the developers bulletin on the description below. The rules have been simplified since the previous iteration. Ship construction at the dockyard will consist of 20 construction levels, which you can advance through by completing directives or spending doubloons. The reward is Admiral Grafspeed in a pirate camouflage. The ship becomes available when reaching construction level 10. You can reach construction level 18 out of 20 just by completing directives. Levels 19 and 20 are reachable only by spending doubloons. The price of one level of Dockyard will be 1,750 doubloons. Remember that you have to reach construction level 20 if you want to unlock the tier 8 premium German battleship Odin. This is one of the first things that got my attention for the simple reason. I've been highly critical of Wargaming's monetization model, especially when it's about how hard it's sometimes to clearly understand how much you're spending and how much you will end up spending on a given ship. I'm strongly against the gambling mechanics that are borderline predatory in many cases, or the overly complicated math that urges and baits people into horrible decisions. As a rule of thumb, the harder is someone trying to hide the final price of a product or a service, the more chances for you to end up having a horrible consumer experience. And now the last positive point before we move into some of the negative aspects is difficulty. Another of the highly criticized aspects of the Puerto Rico Dockyard event was the fact that most directives were really hard to complete, locked under very specific rules, deceiving, confusing, and designed not to overlap. The directives, however, have been revealed in a document that I will also post in the description in case you want to take a deeper look, but they are mostly missions that you will get done by just regularly playing. Whether these directives are changed or not, I will be posting a follow-up video as soon as the full information on the event is released, so I suggest you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now, let's move a bit into what I and many other members of the community have expressed to be the negative points, because as much as I think Wargaming finally shows some signals of actually listening to the player base, not everything can be perfect. It has been confirmed that unlocking 10 construction levels will reward you with the premium ship Admiral Grafspeed with its parade special camo, so in case you already own it, you will receive credits. And while in the past we usually received doubloons as a compensation, this time will be only credits and not doubloons. I do understand why are they taking this step, and that they expect you to spend at least a bit of doubloons for the Odin, but that can't help to feel a bit disappointed about receiving credits instead of doubloons. Let's hope this is a one-time only type of thing and not the new standard. Another aspect that by now is an elephant on the room is the last reward itself, the Odin. And while I'm not going to get into a deep analysis of said ship, the comparisons are more than obvious, and I think most people expect another tier 10. Since the whole construction event is really special and all the details now seems to be really properly curated and designed, we can't help but feel that Odin might not be at the height of the event. And well, as a last note, as everything on the developers blog is a work in progress, things are subject to changes, so please keep that in mind. Thank you very much and have a fantastic day.